up here in Flint, Michigan. This is the Pay Me No Mind podcast / roundbyroundboxing.com. I'm up here for everybody. This is your man Wood. We're in the building with Claressa Shields, T-Rex. How you doing tonight, champ?
I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. How's it feel to be closing out the year? In your hometown at a pretty big event for Anthony Dirrell.
Oh, it's great. We're all just so close. Flint is like this big, so I grew up with. I met Anthony and Andre, and then when I was about like 12 and 11 years old, so it's always been like that. They come to my fights, I come to their fights. It's like a big family. I'm just happy that it's on Premier Boxing Champions and that Anthony is the main event.
How do you see the fight playing out tonight? I know as fights typically go, things got a little chatty at the weigh-in. Douglin's been a little inactive in my opinion. Ant's been in the ring a couple times. It didn't play out with the fight against Benavidez, but here they are tonight meeting together. How do you see it playing out?
I'm always cheering for the home team. I'm going with Anthony Dirrell. I don't really know Denis Douglin that well, but from some of my friends who reached out to me, they say he's a pretty good fighter. So I don't expect him to come in here and lay down, but I know that Anthony is a dog and he has a good right hand. So we'll see what happens tonight, but I'm rolling with Anthony Dirrell for the win.
Now you're pioneering some things a little bit in rejuvenating what's going on with the women's game beside the boxing. What's your thoughts on Douglin's mother being his key trainer?
Oh man, it's beautiful. I talked to somebody and I was laughing because at the press conference, Anthony pushed Douglin, right? And I was laughing. But then I seen how his mama ran up there like, hey, don't be pushing my son, So I'm like, oh. So then I found out that she was his coach. And I said, it explains his boxing name, Mama's Boy, because his mom trained him.
Right.
But you know what? That just shows how the world of boxing is changing. Like, women are, not just Ann Wolf, but women are training their sons to be fighters. And just the fact that now he's on Premier Boxing and she's going to be in his corner and instructing him, it just shows that women in boxing, that we are knowledgeable and that women's boxing is growing. Just the sport of boxing is growing because the only woman that I've ever heard of being in the corner with and then being on TV is Ann Wolf. So it's great to see his mom be in the corner with him. That's really good.
A big year for you. Obviously you got the title, 2 titles, with LeBlanc and then taking down Adler a few months ago. How do you sum up your year or grade yourself for your progress this year?
You know what? I really don't try to get stuck into what I did in the past. I try to look forward, and I won't give myself a A+ till everything is over, till I get to that big picture. And that big picture is, pay-per-view, either on HBO or Showtime, millions of dollars, big house. I want to have a brand new Corvette, so I really can't say, oh, this year was, every year could be better. I feel like I did everything I was supposed to do this year. I wish I could have fought one more time before the year was out, but I wasn't able to. But I'm just happy that next year I get to start off my fights at 168, drop it down to 160 to beat up Christina Hammer, and we're just gonna see where it goes, just to keep making women's boxing go up, and up. We've jumped over so many hurdles, and we jump over a hurdle every time I fight.
Right.
Every time.
Now you jumped ahead on me a little bit, but what's your thoughts? Your next fight is signed. I believe that's signed with Tori Nelson out of the DMV area. I think she just went to 17-0 a couple weeks ago.
17-0 with 2 knockouts.
With 2 knockouts.
She pillow punching.
So what's your analysis looking ahead to that fight? She does have quite a bit more experience than you, just in the win column. But what's your take on it?
I've been to 2 Olympics. I think I got as much experience as she has. And then you speak of her being 17-0 with 2 knockouts. In the amateurs, speaking of from the age of 16 to 20 to 22 that I am now, I've had over 40 fights. And I know that the rounds matter and all that stuff, but I've traveled across the country, across the world, and fought against the top. And I feel like she's overmatched. She's overmatched. I'm too fast. I'm gonna show her how strong I am, and just skill-wise, I'm just on a whole other level. I think that I should have been born maybe, I don't know, years after this. Like, I think I'm overmatched for all these girls. And then Tori Nelson, she hasn't been in there with anybody like me. She's going to be in for the shock of her life come January 12th.
Well, let me ask you this, and that's in Verona, New York, I believe is the location. But let me ask you this, do you expect her to be more athletic, more agile than what we saw out of Adler, who we expected based on her championship reign, we thought we were going to see her bring something out of you, but that was one way.
I took her heart from her before she could even start.
Exactly.
I watched her fight. She go out there, she jump on girls. She's stronger than them. She's bigger. I didn't give her the chance today. Just like I'm not gonna do Tori Nelson. I'm gonna go out there and take her heart from her first round, and after that, you're gonna see her displaying her bad footwork, displaying her horrible jab. And you know, I don't think that Tori Nelson is a bad fighter because she has beat some good girls, but she's overmatched. This is not a fight that she's gonna be able to take a week off of training before we fight.
Now,
It's not one of those matches.
Did you fight her, this opponent that she beat last week? Had you fought her before?
Look, Latasha Burton.
Yeah.
That's when I tell you it's overmatched. I can't even get signed to fight her.
Okay.
The commission won't approve it. That's how good I am. Like, I will hurt her.
Okay.
I will end her. Tori Nelson not ending nobody. She just going in there and whatever she called it. And Latasha Burton's record is what? 13 wins, 20 losses? I don't make it make sense. Everybody fought Latasha Burton.
Okay.
Everybody. From LaTondra Jones to Frenchon Cruz. Like, everybody has fought her and TKO'd her. How come I haven't fight her? Because I'm fighting a top girl. She's not a top girl.
Now, I was listening to a podcast last night with Tori on there, and she mentioned that you wouldn't be where you were if you had fought somebody like Napoleon out of off the East Coast.
Yeah, talk to me.
Have you tried to make that before and didn't get an answer?
I've sent contracts to Alicia Napoleon, Maricela Cornejo, Tori Nelson already. She done turned down 3 contracts.
Okay.
Let's keep it real. Who are the other top girls? We haven't. Callie Reese don't want to fight yet. We waiting on her. Raquel Miller. What are we talking about? I've called out all the top girls. Come fight me. Get on TV. Let's make it a good fight for women's boxing. They don't want to come. So, and I'm surprised Tori Nelson signed a contract. But since she's a IBF mandatory, I'm gonna treat her just as such, an IBF mandatory, and I'm gonna beat her ass.
Okay, last question, champ. I know you got some people here tonight to see you. I don't want to hog up all your time.
You can, because you got some good questions.
Obviously, middle of next year, you should be getting it on with Christina Hammer.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen much from her yet, but she was bold enough to come to your city or to Detroit, get in the ring with you and say some talk.
Yeah.
You guys have exchanged a couple of words on social media. What's your expectations of her?
I think that she's the best at 160 for sure. I mean, maybe she's the second best because I believe that Sophie Ann Mathis beat her, but it was a no contest or it was a disqualification in that match a few years prior. But you know, I think that she's somebody who's dedicated. Excuse me. She's dedicated to the sport. She trains hard. You know, I feel like she's in decent shape. From all the fights that I've watched, because I watched full fight, she's tired the 4th and 5th round. So hopefully, with me and her fight, she's in better shape and she can go, 12. But I don't plan on going 12 rounds with any of these girls, 12 or 10 rounds. I plan on getting them all out of there because I'm bringing straight pressure, straight combinations from the first round till they fall.
Do you expect, what's her movement? That's one thing that I'm big on with watching the females. Can you move around? Can they make you move? You showed a lot of great footwork, slipping some shots. It was Adler, but you showed us more than we had seen in being more patient, boxing more. Do you think there's anything that Hammer can do along those lines?
Hammer is a mover. I think she bounces around like a little bunny, and uses her jab. But it's the thing of, I have me and my team already have a game plan for her. From watching her fight on how the fight is going to go and what we're going to do. So I'm going to train to fight her and to beat her. I'll have to make a few adjustments here and there, but I'm going to use my skill. I'm not just going to hunt her down. No, I'm going to show her 1, I can box better than you. 2, I'm faster than you. 3, I got better combinations than you. And yes, my footwork is superb. So she will find that out whenever we fight next year.
With that being kind of considered a bigger fight than the Tori Nelson fight, any chance, and with it being out there on the horizon, any chance that you could be overlooking Tori come fight night? Thinking ahead to Christina?
No, I don't even train to get ready for a fighter, if that makes any sense. I mean, I know that we're going to have to, have a different strategic to get ready and look at film, but I'm not watching film of Hammer getting ready for Nelson. I'm watching film of Nelson. I'm training to make sure that my body is in the best shape possible, that my arms are ready to go 10 rounds. If I got to gun it out 10 rounds, that I can gun it out, and that my legs can withstand. So I never overlook any opponent. And that's why Adler, she expected me to, but that was a 10-round fight. I had trained for 12. I was working out 2 or 3 times a day, just like I'm gonna do for this match. I've already been in camp 2 weeks now. We got, what, 8 weeks left? I'm about to give her hell come January 12th. I'm not overlooking her. No, she done beat some good girls, but she said all these girls want to fight me. She right. I haven't fought the top girls. They won't sign a damn contract. That ain't my fault.
Very last question before we started talking and rolling with the camera. We briefly touched on what's going on with you and Showtime. What is next with you and Showtime with that developing that relationship?
Me and Showtime have a really good relationship. They've been getting behind me, just behind women's boxing, and pushing me, and really treating me like I'm a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. So I appreciate Showtime. Who knows where we go? You know, it's a lot. It's a lot that's gonna, you know, happen. So I don't know, you know, what's gonna happen next year. I just know that I'm gonna go up, up, and up. And for right now, I'm with Showtime.
Thanks for your time tonight,
No
Jay.
problem. You're welcome.